Alright guys, so what's going on? We're back today with another video, 3 in a row. Doing pretty good so far this week, so that's pretty neat. Today, we got the Legacy in. I'm going to be replacing this clutch line right here. I'm hoping it's going to give a little bit better clutch feel, because since I have the Excetti OEM kit, this clutch is very light, especially compared to my Miata. So I'm hoping that this is gonna be a little bit better so I can feel the clutch a lot better. I got a Goodrich, Goodrich clutch line. Comes with the hardware, comes with the banjo bolt, comes with the little locker there, comes with 2 new O-rings or copper washers. So for me it'll be pretty easy because I don't have a top mount. So literally it's this bolt right here, follow the line back all the way back to there where the little junction is with the metal line. And obviously my clutch fluid's looking a little dark, mainly because, you know, I've been beating the crap out of it the entire time I've owned it. So that's what you get. I recommend you guys go get like a vacuum bleeder, like a little hand pump kind of guy, because you're gonna have to bleed your clutch pedal assembly. And the fastest way to do that, instead of sitting there pumping the clutch, having somebody bleed it out for you, pumping it again, having somebody open it back up, pumping it again, having somebody, that kind of deal. You can literally just pop the bleeder open, fill the master, and then just suck all the air out, and then you'll have your clutch all situated and ready to go. It takes a heck of a lot less time. You can get it for like 40 to 60 bucks at Advance or at Napa. The one I have is from Advance Auto. It works pretty well. I'll show you guys how to use it. But for now, I'm gonna grab my tools that I need, and then I'll do another little time lapse for you guys on unbolting everything. It's probably gonna be a pain in the neck because of that little locker that's in there. But other than that, here we go. See, that's broken free. Just kind of slowly but surely open it up. Start to see a little bit come out. Once you've done that, go ahead and poke this guy onto here. Gotta kind of wiggle it a little bit. Get it onto there. And then start pumping. Eventually, you'll see that there's air coming into this line. See all the bubbles? I don't know if you guys can see that very well right in the camera position, but just keep doing this. You're going to want to add brake fluid. It's still going to keep sucking because it's still got pressure. So we're going to add some more before this gets too low. Just keep letting it go. Personally, I don't even know. I mean, I would use most of this bottle, maybe not most of it, but you know, like a good portion of it, and just get everything out of the system. Like, it's gonna pull all this crap out. This oil, I know I haven't changed out since my last track event, so this stuff's probably not looking too great. It's actually not overall, it's really not in bad pour shape or anything like that. Bad shape whatsoever. We gotta add some more before we get too low. But basically you want it to be really nice and clear by the time you're done. So I mean, even this stuff coming out is really not bad at all. I wouldn't say that this is any bad fluid. I think that this is good here. Went through 3 pours, fill it up. Put the cap back on this. Whoop. Been rough. So this is at the almost full level. Kind of pump a little bit more out of it because it's a little bit over full. No big deal though. I'm just trying to be a perfectionist right now. So you see the line still all the way up here. It's coming down slowly but surely. When it gets close there, I'll release all the pressure out and then see what kind of clutch we have. Obviously after I tighten that bleeder back up. Another pump. Another pump. There, pretty close. Now we can just go ahead and pull this off. Grab our 8mm. Make sure we're tightening. Go ahead and tighten this up. Make sure it's nice and snug. Grab our cap. Put our cap back on. And there you go. So that's pretty much it. After I finished recording that section, I went back and I rebled the slave cylinder right down there, just for safekeepings. And yes, I know this clutch line is not specifically for this car, but it's what they had in stock, and it's a clutch line that's gonna fit no matter what. It just has to bolt down into place. Yes, I know it's not the specific one for this car. You don't have to smoke me, I know. But I bought 3 of the same ones, one for me, one for James, one for Austin. So I felt the clutch afterwards, and honestly, it does feel a heck of a lot more firm, which is good for me, considering the fact that before it felt very, very soft, and now it actually feels like I have to push the clutch down. So I'm very happy with this little investment here. Like I said though, I'm probably going to replace that slave cylinder because that one does have a lot of miles on it, and I guarantee you that would probably help the situation even more than it already has. So be tuned, or be ready for the video coming up on this thing. Going to be pulling the motor back out again to do the oil pan pickup tube, and then just finish the turbo setup so that can all be situated and ready to go. Because after I do that, I'm just gonna, well, the coilover should be in by then too, so I can also do a video on that to show you guys how to do coilovers on this, even though I've obviously already done them on this, but I've never made a video on it. Because I got the special custom made from Singus Performance coilovers, 10K springs in the front, 9K in the rear. They have caster plates in the front, so I can add 1.2 degrees of caster, which will be able to help me a lot more with turning and whatnot and fight the understeer. So that's really good. I'm very happy about that. I cannot wait to get them in person, honestly. You can pick all your colors and stuff like that for your locking rings, and you can pick the springs and whatnot. It's actually a pretty nice setup. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I don't have to pull the motor to do the oil pan. I can just take the motor mounts out and just lift everything up a little bit, or I could pull it out. I know that realistically I would want to pull it out, but I can also show you guys the quickest way to do it that'll save time and whatnot, and you don't have to rip apart everything. For me, it's gonna take me like 45 minutes, an hour to pull this motor out anyways, so like I'm really only saving myself like maybe 2 hours max, maybe 2.5 hours between pulling it out and putting everything back in, because I also need to do the up pipe gasket on here. And I think one of the studs for the up pipes was stripped, so I can be able to tackle that at the same time. That's why I'm more or less debating pulling the motor. But that'll be all for tonight. Definitely a good investment here for 20 bucks. Couldn't go wrong, honestly. I mean, you can't really tell on the video, obviously, but I mean, I need to actually push the clutch down. So for me, I think it was worth it. I mean, it only took me like literally a half hour to do. I probably fought the clip longer than it took me to put the actual clutch line in and take the old one out and bleed everything. So like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more content. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.